Hello, hello. Welcome to the call. If you're just logging in, please state your name and where you are calling in from. Love to hear from you. Love to welcome you on to the call this evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All righty. One second here. Audio. All right, testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me? Jason, you can hear me? All right, welcome everybody. If you are just logging on, please state your name and where you're calling from. Love to say hello to each and every one of you.
Andrew and I, Austell, Georgia.
That's Georgia. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited. It's going to be a great conference for everybody.
Absolutely. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Welcome, everybody. If you're just logging on, please state your name and where you're calling in from. I see Bishop Jason is already on, and I see Josh Parker is in the house. Where's old Chad at? Welcome, everybody.
Hey, Jason, look, we match.
That's easy. It's low-hanging fruit to match with me, man.
Right.
Exactly what I'm going to be in.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, welcome. We'll be getting started momentarily. If you're just logging on, I know we're a little bit early. We're about 5 minutes early. And to be early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late. And so glad everybody's making it on. If you haven't done so, please state your name and where you are chiming in from. I would love to say hello to you and welcome you on to the call. Don't be shy. We don't bite at all.
Hey, it's Jennifer from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Jennifer Nivens is in the house. Welcome.
Hey, hey.
Great to have you on. Who else do we have out there? You're just chiming in. Love to say hello to you. Welcome to the broadcast, or welcome to the call this evening.
Yo, what's up, man?
My bad. I heard somebody say, yo, what's up? All right, welcome everybody.
That's me.
Oh, hey, man. What's going on, John Bell? I see you. Right there in Chicago,
Hey,
right?
what's going on? Yep, I called in from Chicago. I didn't know if it was somebody else talking. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You're good.
It's all good.
Yeah, I had interrupted. I'm sorry. My wife is getting the baby down, so she's on, but you can't hear her yet until she gets done.
Okay, that's all right. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, wife. Who else do we have on? Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from. Love to say hello to you. I know we've got a lot of people chiming in and will be joining us momentarily. But for those of you that have just gotten on, definitely want to say congratulations and welcome to each and every one of you to the call tonight. It's an edition of what we call Conversations on Success. And we are going to be talking all things business, all things purpose, all things vision, and all things It Works Global. And so you're going to hear why these gentlemen and their incredible wives have chosen to partner with our company, what the results have been. We're going to talk at a very high level and talk about what this company has meant for so many people around the world, especially as we all are marching towards our biggest event to date. It's an international conference that we're hosting starting on the 30th of this month. And you're literally going to have tens of thousands of people from 25 countries all converging into that location in Tampa, Florida on the 30th. It's going to be on like a plate of neck bones. And so we're excited. We are certainly excited about that. I am espresso excited. I'm Jesus juice pumped about tonight's call. But if you're just joining us, come on to the screen, take yourself off mute with your hair rollers in your hair, your makeup not done, your eyelashes coming off, all of that with the baby on one arm, all of that. Go ahead, come on, let us know where you're calling in from. We would love to say hello to you this evening. Good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, my name's Lindsay. I'm joining in from Victoria, BC.
All right, Victoria, BC, welcome. Glad to have you on. Who else is just joining us for the first time and you haven't had a chance to state your name and where you're calling from? We'd love to hear from you tonight.
This is Ty. I'm coming in from Seattle.
Seattle, Washington is in the house. Is that the home of Starbucks? I think that is the home
It
of
is the
Starbucks.
home of Starbucks.
That's
Starbucks,
right.
Microsoft. Yep.
And it's always raining in Seattle from what I hear.
We tell people that to keep the population down.
I love it. Well, good to have you on. I've got a lot of great friends over in Sammamish. I don't know if you know
cool.
where Sammamish is.
Right up the road. I know exactly where you're at.
See, look, I'm all throughout that place, man. So I've got friends over in Sammamish. Glad to have you on. Thank you for chiming in. Who else is just getting onto the call? I see Chad is in the house. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining us, please state your name, where you're calling from. I'm taking another round of introductions for the next 60 seconds because we are going to get started on time and on top. Let's go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from, please.
Kristen from North Carolina.
North Carolina is in the house. Welcome, Kristen. Who else do we have out there?
Teresa, North Carolina.
I heard somebody else from North Carolina. Now, hold on now. North Carolina, you will not take over this call tonight. Who else do we have out there?
Great evening, Mr. Wilkins. Ebony Kuntz from New Bern, North Carolina.
Oh, my gosh. New Bern, North Carolina. Okay, I see North Carolina's in the house.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, Brenda.
Hi, I'm Brenda. I'm from California.
All right. Somebody from California. Welcome, California. Okay, so we've got North Carolina. We've got California. I think Josh is over in Utah, right, Josh?
Utah. Yep.
Utah's in the house. We've got Florida in the house with Jason. Chad, where are you guys based?
Nashville, Tennessee area.
Nashville, Tennessee is in the house. You heard my twang? I got my Nashville twang on. We've got, who else do we have? I'm in Houston. I'm in H-Town, home of Joel Osteen and Beyonce.
There's White, Vivian White, Houston, Texas.
Who is that from Houston, Texas?
Juarez and Vivian White.
All right, Juarez and Vivian Wright over in Houston, Texas. Who else do we have on? Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from.
We got Wayman from New Jersey.
New Jersey is in the house. Mrs. Barbara Brown, I see you. Texas is in the house. Come on, represent Texas. Who else do we have? State your name, where you're calling from. I'm giving away $100 to who has the most consistent representation on the call. I'm going to make it $1,000.
All right now.
Look, everybody's about to start coming up. Well, y'all move for some money, don't you? Go ahead, state your name, where you're calling from. We'll take another 30 seconds, and we'll jump right on in.
Monica from Chicago.
Chicago, Chi-Town is in the house. Is that the north side or the south side of Chicago?
South side.
South side of Chicago's in the house. All right, who else, before we finish our round of introductions, who else tell us your name and where you're calling in from?
Neville Sinclair calling from United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom is in the house. It's over. We're done. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got the UK in the house. We've got North Carolina in the house. We've got Texas, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee is in the house. We even got Utah in the house. And we are just really excited about it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jarrod Wilkins, Presidential Diamond, right here with It Works Global. It is a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be your host tonight. You know, we're going to really talk about and dive into who we are as a company, what we do, and most importantly, how you fit into the equation. This call will last no more than 30 to 45 minutes in total length because I want you to hear from people that have been partnered with our company for some the last 3, 4, 5 years, some much longer, that have had an extensive experience within our company, and not only that, have really through this opportunity not only transformed their lives, but also the lives of so many people around the world. We went and got the best of the best to share tonight. And so I want to start off over with Mr. Josh Parker, my business partner. I want to swing the call up to Utah. I want him to just kind of share, you know, maybe in a couple of minutes here, you know, his professional background, he and his lovely wife, why they chose to get involved with It Works, and you know, why they're so excited about It Works 2020 right now. So Josh Parker, thank you so much for being on the line this evening. I'll turn the call over to you, sir. Oh, you're muted. I'm sorry. Let me unmute you. There you go.
There we go. All right. It's good that I can unmute myself. Hey, Jarrod, thanks for having me on. My name is Josh Parker. I'm here in Spanish Fork, Utah. Me and my wife, Amber, have been with It Works since 2012. So it'll be 8 years at the end of this year in August. And loving every minute of it. You know, I've been in a couple different industries, mostly all sales driven. I got into mortgages back in 2006 up until the collapse of the industry there. And then after that, I actually worked for a network marketing company, not It Works, a different company on the corporate side. And really that was my first exposure to network marketing. I was working on the corporate side. I was helping distributors be successful from a corporate standpoint, teaching them compensation plan, teaching them success principles, helping them work through the obstacles that inevitably always come up as you're working and building an empire. And so that's what I was doing up until the time when Amber found It Works in August 2012. We retired me from that job June of 2013 and have been building It Works together ever since then, full time.
That is incredible, man. I'm going to come back to you in a second, but to be with the company for 8 years and you and your lovely wife, your wife actually retired you. Ladies, I want you paying attention, and fellas, I want you really leaning into this because that's incredible. You know, I want to swing the call over to Jason. I know I call him, my wife and I, we affectionately call him the Bishop of It Works. But, you know, Jason, why don't you come on and share with everybody, maybe take a couple of minutes here and talk to us about your professional background, how you and your lovely wife were introduced to It Works Global, and, you know, what the excitement level is right now as we get ready to head into our international conference at the end of the month here.
Yeah, absolutely. I, for over a decade, was a pastor in the local church, which explains the nickname if you're wondering. And so I was a pastor in the local church, an associate pastor. And if you know anything about ministry, it has its ups, its downs, and sometimes its downs are a lot harder than its ups, especially financially. And so in my last position, my wife started working out as well. She had been a stay-at-home mom most of my career. And she started working out of the house, and she became a retail manager of a large store here in Florida called Bell's. It'd be the same size as like a JCPenney size store or a Macy's size store, and overseeing lots of employees, lots of inventory. So she was really involved in the operations there. And we'd been aware of It Works. Come to find out, she had been aware of It Works for 18 months. And for 18 months, she'd been sitting back making fun of people who were doing this business. Well, little did she know that I was introduced to the profession. I've never been involved in network marketing, but I was introduced to the profession intellectually at 18 years old. And I'd always seen how it worked. I was just doing my thing, pastoring in the church. Well, 18 months of making fun of this girl actually finally comes to me one night and she says, "Hey, I think I want to do this." And she continued to talk about it while we laid in the bed for hours. I was ready to say yes when she started, but the yes that finally came out was, "Let me go to sleep." Just a few years later, we joined 3.5 years ago. So just a few years later, we just found out Ashley is the number 25 income earner in our company. We've been in the top 100 for the last couple of years. So we're super excited about that. But let me just tell you, we have not a lot of inside information. So I don't want you to take this as intellect, but I do want you to take it as our gut feeling. We have a gut feeling that 2019 was a setup. It was a wind-up. And in the next few weeks, we're not waiting months. We're not waiting a year. We're not waiting till December 31st of 2020. Within the next few weeks, It Works Global is going to be operating on a whole new level in a whole nother stratosphere. This is one of the most exciting times to be a part of this company.
Well, you know, if you want to share some insight about some of the announcements that, just kidding, don't share.
I just want to say, they don't tell me because they know I share everything.
Absolutely. Well, that's exciting. I'm going to swing it over to my other business partner, Mr. Chad. Chad is he's one of the guys that, well, let me backtrack. Jason Mayfield, I heard you say top 25. I want you guys to know that's a lot of money. I was talking with another friend of mine that, Jason, we invited, he and his wife. They're triple diamonds in the company that we personally sponsored. And he was like, man, Jarrod, there's a lot of money being made at this company. I said, yeah, I mean, you're triple. You know that. He said, no, Jarrod, we earned over 6 figures our first year, and we're not even in the top 150. I said, yeah, 100 plus $1,000 a year, and it works as like, it's like baby money. How many of you don't mind getting some baby money? I mean, just come on, shower me with baby money, right? But, congratulations on that. We're going to hear a little bit more about the money aspect. I'll talk about that in terms of how our compensation plan works in a moment, because it is staggering in terms of the incomes that people are generating all over the world through It Works. But Chad, I'm going to turn the call over to you. Why don't you take a couple of minutes here and talk to us about, you and your lovely wife's professional background, why and how in the world you were introduced to It Works Global, and most importantly, why you're so excited for 2020, probably more than any other year prior.
Yeah, definitely. So my background's a little different. I was 1994. I went to a friend that I worked at McDonald's with when I was 16, and she'd gotten married, and she said, hey, we want to have you over to the house, right? They were setting me up to share network marketing with me, and they basically handed me a magazine, and they said, pick out your favorite house. And they handed me one and said, pick out your favorite boat. And handed me one, pick out your favorite car. And they said, how are you going to get that stuff? And I was like, I don't know. And they said, we're going to show you how, right? And they showed me Amway that day. And I think Amway probably one of the very first companies that in the whole industry. And so I just got it right away. I don't know, light bulb went off. I thought, oh my gosh, I can actually earn money multiple ways, doing the work one time, residual income, override income. I was like, why is everyone and their mom's going to do this as soon as I can share it with them? And so I was off and running, and that fizzled for me in about 2 weeks after I think my parents bought some of that. What was that old breast spray stuff called? Bianca or something like that? Like the old. So I think I made like $20 in that first company. And then a few years later, a friend invited me to Excel Telecommunications. That's a company that Mark Pentecost was a top 10 money earner in. And so I was with them for a little bit, went to a conference, and then 2001, a company called Legal Shield. And I got my first real mentor there, and a guy that was just like me, and he had a crazy background. He was actually in jail for 3 years, and he came out of jail, a felon, working at a machine shop for $9 an hour, and he figured out how to make 6 figures in this industry despite his background. And so he was my first real mentor in 2001. So he taught me how to make $2,000-$3,000 a month, which was the most I'd ever made in the industry. And then I was with a fourth company around 2005. And the funny thing is Dree and I went to marriage counseling over my network marketing addiction. And we agreed that I would focus on my Army career because I was an Army officer and I was very busy in the military. So I put it on the shelf, thinking I'll focus on the military, network marketing, kind of done for me. So you can imagine my surprise in 2012 when I was in Louisiana doing some training, getting ready to deploy to Afghanistan. And my wife just starts blowing up my phone with before and after pictures because her friend who had just had her 6th baby was using some It Works products and said she was bouncing back faster from her 6th baby than the previous 5. So that got my wife's attention. And she started researching it. And my wife, she does crazy research when she's into something. And she said, let's be customers. And if we like it, it's network marketing and we can join the business. So I was like, oh, should we give it one more try? So we got in back in 2012. So we've been in for 7.5 years now. And we just, we wanted a little bit of extra. We weren't looking full time. And then our little extra was a couple thousand extra. Within our second month, we went diamond. And so now we're making 2,000 extra. And I had to deploy that 3rd month we were in the business to Afghanistan. And while I was there, a bunch of stuff happened. Basically, I had a 2-year-old that had to go through some emergency surgery, and I had a hard time getting home and because the military needed me to stay longer than I wanted to stay. So when you're 7,300 miles from home and something tragic like that happens to your family, you start thinking about how you never want to be in that position again. So I mentally retired on the plane on the way home and knew that I was going to figure out somehow, some way to get out of the military. And just so happened conference was the next month. So they had no idea when I was sitting in that conference seat on January 16th, 2013, I was already thinking, I got to figure out how to do this 6 figures and do this fast because I wanted to get out of the military, right? So we went from diamond to double the next month, to triple the next month, to presidential the next month. And of course, the 2 positions I was I was the big leg. So when my wife went presidential, I went triple. And I think triple back then was a $25,000 bonus. So we both got that one. My wife got the $50,000 bonus. So that was like $100,000 of bonuses in 101 days. And we went from a couple $1,000s a month to over 40 grand. And we've made 250,000 plus every year since 2013. And prior to that, we had never, ever in a year earned six figures in our life. So obviously I love this company.
Man, I love this company too. And I love the way you talk about my wife and I. Just that's incredible. She has her check, I have my check, and it's all in one house. And so I think everything is covered. $250,000 a year, consecutively and consistently, ladies and gentlemen, that's incredible. And one of the things I want to share right now with all of the guests that are watching, I want you to just really pay attention to some of the things that we're talking about here on your screen, because this is It Works. You look at right now the foundation of our company. You heard all of these three gentlemen talk about Mark and Cindy Pentecost. They are the founders and the owners of It Works. This is not a fly-by-night operation. This is not a company that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. If it was a startup company, I guarantee you Portia Wilkins and Jarrod Wilkins would not be in this company. I did not want to do this again. You heard Chad talk about go from this company to that company to that company. And ladies and gentlemen, they are shark-infested waters where people will lie to you in your face. Now, it's one thing for people to lie to you via text, but when they sit in front of your face, cry real tears that you think they're real, and you later on discover they were not real and what they're saying was not real, it's a whole different ball game. But I can tell you, with Mark and Cindy Pentecost, they've been running this company, ladies and gentlemen, for 20 years. That's 2 decades. Founded in 2001. They launched with the Ultimate Body Applicator, what many people remember us as or have been exposed to It Works as, that crazy wrap thing. In 2005, we introduced our supplement line. Now we've got about 50 different health and wellness products in our inventory. I call them sports and nutrition products because I think that just sounds manly, sports and nutrition. I'm in sports and nutrition. Fellas, write that down. You're no longer in health and wellness. You're in sports and nutrition. Sounds like you're in the NBA or NFL or MLB, so it sounds good. Anyway, so 2009, the company became debt-free. We own everything, all of the buildings, the infrastructure of our company. We owe absolutely no one. 2010, we started our international expansion, and today, 2020, we've got markets or business presence in 25 countries around the world. Now, let me give you some numbers, because I believe men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. 2010 was an incredible year for It Works as a company, because that was our first centennial year. We generated over $100 million in revenues for the year. 2013, we generated $450 million in revenue. 2014, we built our new headquarters that's in Tampa, Florida, really right outside of Tampa, about 40 minutes outside of Tampa, in Bradenton, Florida. And we started something that's so unique. It's so special. It's the Giving Back Initiative, whereas we give resources, not only money, not only gifts, tangible gifts, we give meals, we give our time to underprivileged youth all over the world. Different hurricane disasters and relief programs. We're partnered with so many incredible organizations like the World Cup, whereas we give millions of dollars away to underprivileged families. And it just does something to my heart to know that we can do well while doing good. 2018 and beyond, this company, ladies and gentlemen, we've generated billions in dollars of revenues and paid out billions in commissions to people all over the world. And it's really a sight to see what's taking place. I wanted to now shift gears and talk about our flagship products. We've got, like I said, about 50 different products, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to highlight a couple of these, and then I'll swing it over to a couple of my partners here to talk about some of the products that resonate with them and some of the experiences that they've had and maybe their wives or some of their customers have had. But this is our keto line of products. Many of you are familiar with keto or the keto lifestyle. It's sweeping the nation. People are talking about keto this, keto that, keto this, keto that, because of what it's doing in the lives of so many people. We've got an entire line of keto-friendly products. Why do I say keto-friendly? Well, they are designed for people like those of you that are part of the keto lifestyle diet, and those of us that have the Cheeto lifestyle diet, okay? I mean, you do good sometimes, and sometimes you fall off. But we start off with our keto line of coffee. You know, this is a healthier brand of coffee that people can drink all over the world. It originated in terms of the concept in Silicon Valley. And many of you, you know, Silicon Valley is responsible for all of the tech companies and tech giants like Facebook, Google, Instagram, all of that. The epicenter for that is Silicon Valley. Now, listen to me very clearly. They don't drink Folgers in Silicon Valley. No, no, no. They don't drink Maxwell House. They do not drink Starbucks. They drink bulletproof coffee. Well, Jarrod, what in the world is that? That's basically keto coffee. Why? Because of what's in it. We have our grass-fed butter infused into the keto coffee. We have MCT oil, which is coconut oil, infused into the coffee. Now, here's the deal. Why did we do that? Well, what you like to do should be your hobby, and what the world likes to do should be your business. The world loves coffee. Why do I say that? 80% of the world likes to drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee every single day without fail. Yesterday, over 80% of the world drank 3 to 5 cups of coffee. Today, over 80% of the world is drinking 3 to 5 cups of coffee for the day. Do you know what the #1 consumed beverage in the world is outside of water? Ladies and gentlemen, it's coffee. It just so happens that in order to make a cup of coffee or a pot of coffee, you have to use water. Outside of that, there's no other beverage, liquid beverage on the face of the planet that's more consumed than coffee. So here's what we've done. We've taken the world's habit, which is coffee consumption, and hidden inside the habit a health component with our grass-fed butter and our MCT oil. Here's what it does. It sharpens your mental focus. It enhances your mood. It boosts your energy. It allows people to burn more fat. It kills cravings, and it's simple on-the-go packaging. This is our portable keto coffee. All you need is hot or cold water. You pour it in there, stir it up. It is ready to consume. Here's our brewed coffee. For those of us that are sophisticated coffee drinkers, you put it in your Keurig machine, pop it in there, press the button, and you will smell and taste a robust coffee. We also have our Keto Energy. For those of you that need a pick-me-up throughout the day, you don't want to drink unhealthy coffee all day. You don't want to drink Monster and Red Bull. Do you know people actually die from drinking that stuff because of how synthetic it is in terms of sugars? Not only that, the caffeine that's in it. Well, you don't have to compromise on your energy any longer. We've got Keto Energy. It's all natural. It is all raw, and it has over 1,600 milligrams of B12 infused into it. So it's not a pill. And number 2, it does not require water. Simple on the go. You take this little sachet here, tear it open, pour it on the tip of your tongue, and it melts away. It has a delicious lemon lime flavoring to it. And so it melts in your body within 20 to 30 minutes. You'll feel your energy increase gradually, and it comes down slowly. So there's no burns, there's no heart racing, there's no heart palpitations, no negative side effects whatsoever with the keto coffee that we have. We also have some other products that I told you I'll mention. We've got an illuminating facial pad line that we've got that we just introduced. People absolutely love it. We've got products like Thermophyte X, which are designed to assist you with weight loss. And this is clinically documented in terms of the ingredients in it, whereas we can legally say, utilizing this product, people have lost up to 31 pounds in 30 days or in 90 days by drinking or utilizing this product. And of course, we've got our nutritional line. We all know the #1 cause for death in our country. It's not gang violence. It's not malaria like it is in some countries overseas. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 cause for death in our country is not Democrats and Republicans arguing. It's heart disease. We are literally dying at the fridge, digging ourselves into an early grave because of what we eat. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this. When you have access to our products like our Super Greens, they're incredible. Matter of fact, let me swing the call over to Bishop Jason over here. Jason, why don't you come on and maybe give us about a minute of something you've experienced with the products, or someone you know you've shared any one of the products with, and what that result has been like since they've consumed it or used it.
Absolutely. One of the things that we've seen a lot of is weight loss. I don't know about you guys, but I personally have struggled with my weight for years. And the products that we sell, especially stuff like the Thermophyte X, which, by the way, I did just recently lose 20 pounds in just a few weeks by being on Thermophyte, and another one of my favorite products called our probiotic, which I think is just absolutely necessary for everyone on the planet to be on. It's going to help you improve that gut health. And if you're taking in some bad stuff in your gut, which does make you a little big like myself, you are going to need better gut health. But we've been able to see a myriad of people lose a massive amount of weight. We have one couple. We absolutely changed their life on our products. We have one couple. They're named Jason and Alicia Walters. Between the two of them, they were able to lose nearly 180 pounds together. When you look at the two of them, it is unreal. They are completely different people. As a matter of fact, she had this sweater, this striped blue sweater that she wore in her before picture, and then she wore it in her after picture. And I said, how did you get that sweater to still fit you right? Because it wasn't big and baggy. And she said, well, I like the sweater so much, when I started losing the weight, I went and I had to buy a smaller one so I could always have that sweater on me. So she went and bought that. But let me tell you this. We've also seen some people who are not in the weight loss category. We have people who are thin. My wife is naturally thin. One of their favorite products is our BFF and our keto coffee. These are two products. Listen, the keto coffee is fantastic coffee. It's fantastic for energy. But let me tell you something. It's fantastic for keeping you full. And when you are busy and you are on the go, having something that keeps you full, I'm just starting to realize how much time it actually takes to prepare and eat a meal during the day. When I can just throw something in my blender or hit it with my frother right out of my Keurig and get on the go, man, that works really well for a lot of our ladies and a lot of our men who are naturally thin.
You know, it's amazing you say that, because thin people, we sometimes think we're in the best health, and we really are not. You know, Josh, I want to swing it to you. You've been, with the company for 8 years now, you and your wife, and work at a high level with the field and obviously with corporate as well. What are some of the things that you've noticed with the products? Because people ask me all the time, do the products work? What have you seen? What have you experienced?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about two main ones. The first one, I'm going to echo what Jason said about the keto coffee. Man, that product is absolutely amazing, because we see so many people drinking it. Like you had mentioned before, people are already drinking coffee, right? We know that people are already drinking that product or a version of that product. And so when we can give them a health benefit along with the other benefits that they want, like lasting energy, it helps keep you full, suppresses your appetite. There's a lot of different other health benefits in there. Then man, for those people that are wanting to lose some weight because they've gained some throughout their life, then the keto coffee is a great product for that. But for a lot of people, just like Jason said, not everyone is necessarily looking to lose weight, but maybe they don't want to gain weight. Maybe they want to correct some bad eating habits that they have, or maybe they're just really busy. And so I've seen the keto coffee be great like that for me. Personally, I'm not looking to lose any weight, but I love the benefits of the keto coffee anyway. Helps me stay focused, keeps me full longer in the morning so that I can, while I'm busy doing the things that I do, whether it's with kids or with a business or out doing a hobby, I've got that energy that I need. I've got mental clarity, and I'm not starving, which I love food. If anybody follows me on Instagram, I love food. But like Jason said, there's not always time to, go smoke a brisket or some ribs. And so to have a product that helps keep me full and allows me to continue with my busy life, that's a huge bonus. So that's one that I would say recently, in the last 2 years that we've seen people have amazing results, and just absolutely love that product. The second one that I want to talk about is the wrap. Guys, we joined in 2012. And when we joined because of the wrap. My wife tried it. We've got 2 kids. She tried the wrap and had amazing results. And from that day, I have literally seen thousands, not hundreds, not tens. I have with my own eyes seen thousands of before and after pictures of people using the Ultimate Body Applicator. And to be able to have somebody come to you with a body issue, with a problem, to be able to provide a very affordable product that gives them results in 45 minutes that actually works is amazing. And so if you are on this call, if you're new to It Works, if you haven't tried the wrap, if you haven't been talking about the wrap, I think that along with all of the other amazing products, this is the year that we talk about the wraps more and more, because they are so incredible and they work and they make a huge difference in a lot of people's lives.
Josh, people ask me all the time, can men rap? And the wraps, they don't say for women. It doesn't say for women only.
Yeah,
So guys can wrap, women can wrap. I mean, everybody can wrap, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you got skin, you can wrap. So I've wrapped quite a bit. I've wrapped men before. I've wrapped women before. I wrapped a guy in a Big O Tires bathroom once.
Oh, wow.
I went in to get my tires rotated. He saw at that time we had a little decal on our car.
Yeah.
About it. I told him. He said, "Hey, I've lost some weight. I want my six-pack to show. It's not showing right now. I got the skin." I said, "I got a product for you." I went out and grabbed it, and we wrapped him. He had amazing results.
Wow.
And because of his results, he joined our team. And, you know, that's what's amazing about that product. Yes, men can wrap, women can wrap. If you've got skin, the wrap is for you.
I love that. If you got skin, the wrap is for you. You know, I want to talk now just a little bit about some of the before and afters. As you can see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, you got women and men, all different races, nationalities that are utilizing our products and getting some incredible results. Look at him. See, this is the guy that was at the tire shop that Josh was talking about. No, I'm just kidding. This is not the guy. But if you see, this guy here had a little keg, and look, his pack is coming in. All these guys here, women here, just incredible results with our products. And here's the thing. You got to remember, It Works has been in business for 20 years this year. That means if our products did not work, we couldn't call the company It Works. We would probably have to change the name. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I want to shift gears. I'm going to talk about how we get paid. And Chad, I'm going to bring you on in a second here because, you know, me and Chad, we were having a conversation on Saturday, Josh and Jason, about the money aspect in this business. And I know everybody, nobody, very seldomly do people want to talk about money. But I tell people all the time, I got started in business. I started a business not to make friends. I wasn't looking for a social gathering, a social club. I wasn't looking for a spiritual encounter. I was looking for some money. And so we're going to talk about some money. Hopefully that does not offend anybody tonight. But let's talk about the 7 ways we get paid. I'll talk about them real quickly. The first way we get paid is through the retail commission model. You're going to earn up to 40% on all of the volume transactions that take place on your state-of-the-art website. What do I mean by that? Well, when you get started in It Works, we're going to set you up with your own website, right? That website will be www.yourname.itworks.com. You will send people to that site. So you don't have to be what I call garage qualified here, meaning you don't have to go deliver products if you don't want to. You can simply send people to your site, your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your associates. Listen, you can even send your enemies to your website. When they order, you earn up to 40% of whatever they purchase in terms of the volume, and it's absolutely incredible because the internet never sleeps. The second way you're going to get compensated is through our loyal customer program. Now, I want you to pay attention here. The loyal customer program is very unique to our profession because I have not seen in my 15 years anybody in terms of a company that has designed such a comprehensive methodology to acquire and retain customers. Here's how it works. When you enroll a loyal customer into the company, you refer them and they say, you know what, I want to try the products. I want to lose weight. I want to get better nutrition into my body. Oh, I want that keto coffee. They can choose the option to become what we call a loyal customer. Now, here's what happens when they become a loyal customer. They get access to all of the products for the wholesale price point, which is what we as distributors have access to the products for. Now, they don't have to be involved in the business. They will not be distributors. They are a customer. But here's the thing. Our company will set them up with their own state-of-the-art website for free. There's no monthly maintenance fee on it at all. They can go right there and order whatever product that they want for the wholesale price point. But you get paid up to 45% on their initial 3-month subscription. Why? Because you get paid 15% every single time they place an order. Now watch this. What enters next is phenomenal. We have what we call a loyal customer support team. We've nicknamed it Utopia. And this is a team that's put in place by It Works Global, whereas this team is an incredible team of marketers, programmers, customer service reps, and their job is to retain your customers. So you don't have to be bottled down with customer support. You don't have to be bottled down as an entrepreneur with following up with your customers if you don't want to. Their job is to send them emails on a drip campaign, to give them special discounts on things that are taking place. Sometimes customers get free marketing, different artificial intelligence, because here's the responsibility of us as entrepreneurs and distributors. It is to acquire the customers, and It Works says we're going to do our job, which is to retain them, which means you make long-term income for years and years to come. The third way that we get paid is called the Fast Start Bonus. I want to swing this over to my partner, Chad. You know, Chad came out and he talked real earlier on about how he earned $100,000 in bonuses in 100 days. Chad, Jarrod Wilkins, I am committed to hearing how that happened, but talk to us about the Fast Start Bonus, how it works. We're going to show our income disclosure so nobody freak out. We're going to show what everybody earns and that type of thing, so we're completely legal. Josh, don't worry about it. But you know, Chad, I'll turn it over to you. Talk about the third way we get paid, how that Fast Start Bonus works.
Yeah, so what I love about It Works is we are motivated to help people, not just because we want to help them, but we're motivated to help them financially too. So basically, when anybody joins It Works, the company wants that new person to be successful, right? And so they're willing to pay you, me, whoever. And when you think about this, when someone joins It Works, they're paying $99. And the company is willing to give that whole entire $99 to the person who enrolled that distributor by helping them do a couple simple things in their first 30 days. Okay. And I love how this is set up, because let's say I recruited one of you, Barbara Brown on here. So I recruit Barbara and I let Barbara know, Barbara, I want to help you get Fast Start qualified so that you can earn unlimited weekly $100 Fast Start bonuses. I mean, we literally have people on our team that set their monthly It Works income budget based off just this one way we get paid. And they know if they want to make $500, they recruit 5 people and they help them each get Fast Start qualified, and they made $500 just from that. The number one earners in the company since they started, their goal every month is 10. Enroll 10 people, help them all get Fast Start qualified, make $100. So how do you get someone Fast Start qualified? You help them sign up a minimum of 2 customers and run an 80 BV auto ship, or a minimum of 2 customers and 150 total volume between whatever they personally order and the customers that they enroll. So, I mean, I love that we can, you know, earn money. And like you already heard a couple ways, retail profit, you know, just letting people try samples, selling wraps, that sort of thing. And then from the 15% residual income, that's 15 every single month forever. So if someone orders me for 20 years every month, you get paid for 20 years every month. That adds up. And then this third way, we're unlimited weekly. And this is a weekly pay. This is every single Friday. You can earn unlimited $100 bonuses. I remember our first month we joined, we signed 14 people, distributors, and 9 of them in that first 30 days got Fast Start qualified. And so we earned $900 that first 30 days just from one way that we get paid.
Well, you know, you guys know where to go when you need a loan. Go over to Chad and they'll show you how to get it. But anyway, that's amazing. That's the Fast Start. And like you said, that's paid out, Chad, weekly. That's WEEKLY, not WEAKLY. That's a big difference. Okay, guys. But that's the third way we get paid. The fourth way we get paid, it's called the uni-level bonus. And I don't want to go so deep into this. Just understand, when you get started in our company, you're positioned at the top of your team. And you can build a team as large as you want or as small as you want. You can build it as fast or as slow as you want. But here's how it breaks down. You're going to earn up to 42% on all of the people that choose to become distributors or loyal customers on this team. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, it's a lot of money. This is the residual component of our income. Residual meaning whenever that loyal customer or whenever that distributor chooses to make an additional order monthly, it's calculated through this stream of income and it pays you an override from all of that taking place. The fifth way you get paid is the Diamond Generation Bonus. This is a bonus that's paid for you promoting and developing leaders. You know, I tell people all the time, success without successors is failure. And so this bonus here is huge when you're developing other leaders. Now, the sixth way we get paid, this is the star of the show. This is the Diamond Leadership Bonus. It's a lot of money. You know, I'm going to swing this call over right now to Jason. And Jason, I want you to come on and talk about this bonus stream, this $80 that keeps coming in, or the 120 at the double, or the 135 at the triple, or the 145 at the presidential, or the 150 at the ambassador. Talk about the power in this stream of income, the number 6th way, and whatever you want to talk about as it relates to that 6th way we get paid here. You're muted. Let me unmute you. Okay, there you go.
I'll stop muting myself. It's a nervous habit.
That's all right.
Listen, I will tell you this. I do not know a lot about the industry at large, but I will tell you this. I know a lot of people saw that first little graphic there and they get a little nervous because it looks a little like something Egyptian that we will talk about. But you notice that the one that we just looked at doesn't look that way. There's stuff happening everywhere. And that's with our generational bonuses. We call them leadership bonuses because here's what's beautiful in this business. We get rewarded for helping people. We don't get rewarded for taking advantage of people. We don't get rewarded for just signing people up. We get rewarded for helping people. And I'll tell you this business helped me and my wife pay off $67,000 worth of debt. As a matter of fact, $67,801.99. We know it to a T in 6 months because people helped us and we helped other people. And we've seen almost $180,000 paid off in our organization this year because we help people. Well, when you help people in this business, you're rewarded with what we call our leadership bonuses. We always talk about going diamond really fast. We've got several ranks. Diamond's where you start making $80 every time that you help someone get started well and started quickly. And then after that, every rank that you promote, you're going to make even more money. You'll go from 80 to 140, then you'll go to 135, then you'll go to 145, and then you go to 150. I'm telling you, it's absolutely phenomenal. So by the time you get to the end of it, every time you help somebody launch, you're making $150 extra. And listen, that's where this thing right here stops being a concern because our leadership bonuses set us apart from other businesses. And this is why. In businesses like this, typically someone signs you up and then they sign someone else up and someone else up and someone else up. And this guy up here always makes the most money. Me and my wife, we sit at the top of the company. We have 3 other people above us who also sit at the top of the company. And for 2019, we out-earned all 3 of those people. Why? Because we're not here. We've got leadership bonuses.
Say that one more time. There are 3, because you're so right. And this is the first time I've seen this and experienced this in network marketing where the people that got in before you can out-earn them, because that's typically not what happens in the corporate world. And Chad and Josh, you've seen this as well. It's typically not what happens in the network marketing or the home-based business to direct sales profession. But Jason, say that one more time for the people in the back of the room that are not listening yet.
Absolutely. So we sit at the top of the company. We have 3 other people above us who sit at the top of the company. And for 2019, we out-earned all 3 of those people. So this is what that means for you. Because you may be saying, well, Jason, that's great. Enjoy it. This is what it means for you. It means that you could join today, or if you've already joined and you just haven't launched yet, you just haven't gotten it together and gotten going, you can out-earn whoever enrolled you. And you can out-earn whoever enrolled them. And you can out-earn whoever enrolled them. As a matter of fact, I would set it as a challenge. This month, why don't you make it a decision to out-earn the person who enrolled you in this business or the person who you're going to sign up with tonight?
Please, if I enrolled you, please go out-earn me. Amen. Josh, I'm going to swing it over to you as well. And why don't you talk about the 6th way we get paid and You know, I have a seventh way that I say we get paid is through the incentives that we have and some of the trips and stuff that we experience. And Chad, you can piggyback after Josh on that as we bring the call to a close here, because we're right there on the time limit. But Josh, why don't you talk about that sixth way that we get paid, the Diamond Leadership Bonuses? I'll swing it over to you, Josh. Go ahead.
All right, I'm unmuted. We're good.
And I'm staying unmuted just in case.
Yeah, you chime in anytime. You too, Chad. So you want me to talk about those same leadership bonuses?
Yeah, talk about them from your perspective as well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we love those because just echoing what Jason said, we are literally paid to help other people be successful. And so once we hit that rank of diamond, one thing that Jason didn't mention is it doesn't matter where these people are on your team. You know, you could have somebody, let's say that I signed up Jason and he signed up Chad, and Chad signed up Brenda, and Brenda signed up Andrea, okay? And 10 years from now, there's a line of 400 people that signed up, okay? And all the way down there, there could be a person that I'm eligible to receive an $80 cab on. We call them cabs, Diamond Leadership Bonuses. These actually have quite a few different names, but like Jason said, you can earn $80 on those as a diamond. You earn an extra 40 when you go double diamond, so a total of 120, okay? And then you earn an extra 15, then an extra 10, and then an extra 5 for a total of $150, okay? And what's great about these is these will pop up all over the place. Like I said, as you're building your business, as you have a culture of people helping people be successful, you know, Jarrod could be down on my 10th level and he could get signed up by Kristen. Kristen cares about Jarrod, and so Kristen helps Jarrod get his first 2 loyal customers. Kristen gets her $100 fast start bonus, and I get an $80 cab because I was a diamond when all of that happened. So as you study the compensation plan, whether you signed up yesterday, whether you're not signed up yet, whether you signed up 10 years ago, as you study the compensation plan, what you're going to find is that everything works together in order to reward us and motivate us to help our team be successful. And what's great about that? How often do you see that out in the world right now? How often do you see people being rewarded for legitimately helping others in industry, in paid for companies? Not very often, right? Usually people make big profits on taking advantage of people, or you know, the bait and switch, or any other number of crazy things. But what we find in It Works is that we are legitimately and very well paid for helping the people on our teams be successful through all 7 of these programs. Every time I go through and I help somebody on my team be successful, I'm either going to get a fast start, I'm going to get a level bonus, I'm going to get a diamond bonus, I'm going to get a generational bonus. It's going to help me earn a trip for a cruise or a Margaritaville or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. And all the while I'm helping my team be successful. And why is that so important? The reason that that's so important is because the other way doesn't last.
Right.
When people are taken advantage of, when they're leveraged, okay, those people go away and you no longer make money off of them. But when you are helping people, when you're helping them change their lives, when you're helping them earn money and pay off debt, and they're feeling successful and you care about them, that lasts. People on your team in that situation, they work harder. They want to stay around. They're motivated to help other people. And that builds and builds and builds and builds. And all of a sudden we've got people like the Mayfields, top 25 incomers, making a ridiculous amount of money, buying everybody dinner. So good situation.
I'm hungry, so I'm coming to that dinner whenever that dinner is set up. Make sure you include me in that.
Invite out.
You know, we've got the leadership incentives. These are some of the things that are available, whether it's the private plane, when we visited that, Pentecost Ranch, and I know you guys have visited that. We've got the office there, and, you know, just so many fun things that we've been able to do through the incentives. We've got bonuses oftentimes throughout the year that the company has, and we'll be announcing those in the next couple of weeks as well. And so you'll get a chance to participate in that. Before I turn it over to Chad, I want to talk about how you participate in closing. You've got 2 options: become a loyal customer or become an independent distributor. Loyal customer, it's free to set up your account. This is designed for the person that says they just want to utilize the products and save when they do that. That's very simple to do. Start trying our products, getting results, whether it's weight loss, better quality of life, in terms of nutrition. You can do that with any one of the 50 different products that we have. And the person that invited you tonight to this information, they'll get you their link so you can actually do that. Now, for those of you that want to start a business, to become an independent distributor and market and work with It Works, $99, you're in the door. You receive wholesale pricing on your packages. You get samples of several of our top selling products. I believe 5 or 6 different product lines. You get samples of all of those products, from the wrap to the keto coffee, keto energy. You get samples of those, the hydrate, I believe it is, or the collagen. You get samples of those products. You get your state-of-the-art websites set up, your e-commerce website, your virtual office website. They're customized and designed with your name put on there, as well as your mobile app. All 3 of those sites are free to you for your first 30 days, all for $99 outlay of capital to start your business. All of the tax benefits that are available to business owners, especially home-based business entrepreneurs, become available to you immediately. You get started there. Now, when you want to start making some bigger money, you can boost your pack to one of the next 2 options I'm going to give you. This is our results pack. It's only $299. They will waive the $99 distributor kit, but you get not just samples of our products, ladies and gentlemen. You actually get a 30-day supply of all of these top-selling products. So from our ultimate body wraps, or the crazy wrap things, you get a month supply of that. Our facials, our keto coffee, the keto energy, the super greens, the hydrate, all of the cleaners, all of those types of things, they all come here. You'll see that for a whopping $300, you're in business with an inventory of products for you to give out in terms of samples for people to try and become customers. Then, of course, we've got the ultimate results pack. This is a package designed for big thinkers, big believers, because I believe this: you can show people a small dream and that's all they'll dream for, or you can show them a big vision and they'll reach for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about starting a business for $589, and you get all of this inventory of product. For those of you that know people in different states, different cities, and even different countries, you want to get some samples in the mail to, you want to share this information with in small groups or share it online, utilize social media, you can do that with this pack. And so this is the ultimate pack for those of you that want to create ultimate results in a fast methodology. You can do that here. Now, I always tell people to lock in your spot. We've got 3 teams that we build in terms of all the way up to Ambassador Diamond, which is the highest position in our company. So what that means is the person that invited you to this information to look at it tonight, they literally can place you at one of their top positions, and everybody else they bring into that team or into that organization could potentially fall somewhere down below you if you've locked in your spot. And watch this. You get paid on all of the transactions that are taking place from any one of these people, even if you don't know them or ever meet them. Why, Jarrod? Because you maybe for the first time ever have heard about something before the masses of people have heard about it, and you can exercise what I call first mover's advantage and lock in your spot before these other people do. Wouldn't you like to wake up tomorrow and have a Jason Mayfield placed down below you? Or maybe a Chad placed down below you somewhere here, or maybe even a Josh placed down below you here. You don't know him, maybe never even meet him, but they go out and they build a team, they go out and build a business, and you get to get paid on all the things that they do. See, that's the power of the structure of this compensation plan. How It Works has simplified it, and ladies and gentlemen, people are benefiting in a tremendous way. Here's our income disclosure statement. We've talked money today. So I've got to be able to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you got people that have become distributors in our company, and on the low end, they make $1. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got people in our company right now that are rubies. The high income for Ruby 2018 was $4,500 for the month. Emerald, $34,000 for the month. Diamond, $21,000 for the month. Double Diamond, $21,000 for the month. Triple, $52,000 for the month. Presidential, $79 grand for the month. Ambassador Diamonds, $115,000 for the month per position, but that's the high. Let's look at the average. I don't call this just an income disclosure statement. I call this a goal sheet. Meaning when you get started in business with us, you tell us what your goal is. You want to bring in an extra $50 a month, we'll show you how to do it. You want to bring in an extra $200 a month, we'll show you how to do it. You want to bring yourself in on average an extra $1,000 a month, we will show you how to get yourself to Emerald in the time frame that you want to do it. Why? Because this has been proven to work time and time and time again. You know, in closing, we can't wait to celebrate your success, ladies and gentlemen, at our international conference coming up on the 30th of this month. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to swing this call over to Chad. Chad, get ready to close this out. Maybe take 30 seconds as we wrap up here. Talk about what this income has meant for you and your family, and most importantly, some of the people on your team. And I'll give you about 30-second allotment of time because I want to hear from Jason, I want to hear from Josh, and then we'll close out.
Okay. It's completely changed our lives. You know, never had made, goal was 6 figures, had made 6 figures up to 2012 and multiple plus 6 figures since 2013. And here's what I probably love most about this particular company. About 3 years ago, I was at a top 75 leaders retreat, and I overheard 2 ladies talking in the buffet line. And one lady said, 1 year ago, did you think that you'd be top 75 in this entire company? And she said, I hadn't even heard of It Works yet 1 year ago. And I thought to myself, that's when you know you have an incredible opportunity, is when you can join today and you can be top 100, top 50 in just a year or two. I know the other night, Jarrod, we heard from Marwa, and she said she was like 114 or 118. Next year, top 20. This year, top 10. So, I mean, this company, it's literally whatever you want in your life, you can get it. And my wife and I have been able to check off all of our stuff on did the Dave Ramsey show for my 40th birthday and the debt-free screen, right, for paying off the $32,000 whatever we had in debt that year, and was able to do that, and was able just to do so many things that without It Works, I'd still be dreaming about, and instead of it being a reality. So thanks, Jarrod, for having me on here. Absolutely. And just go figure out what you want, guys, and come up with a good plan. All these people on here help you do it, and it can happen with It Works.
Absolutely. Josh, why don't you, close this out 30 seconds, and then we'll let the bishop give us the final benediction here. Josh, you are unmuted. You got to unmute yourself, though. You got to get in the game. No, just kidding.
Here I am. Here's what's funny. I just barely muted myself like 2 minutes ago because I realized that I had not muted myself. And then I was thinking like, oh, did I say something when I thought I was muted, but I wasn't. But luckily I didn't. But, I would say pretty similar to what Chad said. We were just in Houston, Texas a couple of days ago. And the main thing that I said closing out that meeting is the same thing I want to say here. Literally every single part of our life is better because of It Works. Jarrod, when he opened up this call, he said, I didn't join this business to make friends. I joined this business to make money. And we were in a pretty rough financial situation when we got started. And so, yes, that was our motivation. We wanted to make a little bit of extra income so that we could make paying the bills a little bit easier, maybe start chipping away at some some debt. Me and my wife have always had an amazing relationship. We wanted to be able to go on dates and invest time in each other and all of those things. So the initial motivation was to earn more money and be in a better financial situation. But since then, we have made friends. We have brought mentors into our lives. Some of them right here on this call. We've learned and grown. We've been able to give back more than we ever imagined. We've been able to pay off debt. We've been able to see different parts of the country and different parts of the world that we never thought we'd be able to. Literally, if you can think of a part of your life, that's better for us. I have more time with my kids. I have more time with my wife. Yeah. I can give back more in my community. And that's all came because we decided to get to work in this business, helping other people as well. So blessed.
Absolutely. Jason, why don't you close us out? Take the next 30 seconds as we wrap up here, and just let us know what It Works has meant for you as well.
Absolutely. I want to encourage anybody that's listening tonight. I know that you've heard us talk about the top a little bit. Everyone you've heard from tonight sits at the top. We're at the top. And this business has done a ton for us at the top. We're thankful for it. I told you earlier that we paid off $67,000 or $67,801.99 in debt. In the following 6 months, we were able to put $70,000 in the bank. But we didn't do that at the top. It's really easy to listen tonight and go, man, if I could just get to the top, That would be great. But I don't know that I can go to the top. Well, I want to tell you something. That $67,801.99, the next $70,000. We did not do that at the top of the company. We did not do that at the top of the compensation plan. We did that in the middle of the compensation plan, right around a rank called Double Diamond. And this is what I want to encourage you with tonight. Double Diamond is a full-time income. It will grant you all of the time freedom that you need. It will probably replace anyone's salary on this call. And I'm going to say something that I wish we heard more of in our company. You can write it down. You can quote me. It is not hard to go Double Diamond if you'll do this one principle that's found in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 14. It says, from the fruit of his mouth, a man is satisfied with good. That means you've got to talk. You've got to speak. You've got to confess. You've got to believe. But this is the second part of it. It says, and the work of a man's hand comes back to it. You can't just speak it. You can't just think about it. You can't just tell your friends you're going to do it. You can't just sit down and daydream it all day. You've got to speak it, confess it, believe it, and then you have to do it. And I'm telling you, that Double Diamond rank is not hard to do. You could be full-time in the next few months. Don't miss these essential months of the year where you can build a phenomenal business.
Well, Jason, thank you so much. Chad, Josh, appreciate you guys. But ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that invited you onto this live tonight, this broadcast. Let's get any and all of your questions answered. And most importantly, let's get you in position to get to the top. God bless you. God bless your families. And God will certainly bless your dreams. Good night, everybody.